doing a lot of prepping today. We're gonna be making lunch, which is we're focusing on first. Then I have to marinate a whole chicken for an air fryer chicken for tomorrow. We're also gonna be prepping things for tomorrow because tomorrow is Sunday, and on a Sunday, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't like to do much at all in the kitchen. Like, look at this. Do you guys see this? Craziness. I have already started over there by making my sauce for our chicken. Our chicken. I said chicken. I meant fish. And our kitchen, as you can see, is a disaster. What is new in the world? But what we're gonna do, the sauce is literally just cilantro. I didn't use any cilantro from my garden, even though I could have. But if you see how beautiful those things are right now, I tell you, I don't want to pick them. But, yeah, so cilantro, garlic, thyme, and I use a little bit of water to help it blend down. And I just use that's pretty much it. We're going to season it with salt and pepper, and we're going to marinate our fish. I'm rinsing my fish over here with water and lemon. I'm going to rinse that up, and then we're going to marinate. All right, so I have my fish here that I have cleaned really well. So what I did was I rinsed this with lemon and water. I actually kind of soaked it in lemon and water for a little while. The lemon will cut any of that fresh taste of fish, especially if you don't like that. And I don't like that particularly. My husband definitely doesn't like that. So that's a way to really reduce that fishy taste. I'm going to season this with salt and pepper generously, and I'm going to just pour this mixture over it. I like to reserve a little bit of this because I actually shared this recipe a really long time ago, and I still make it pretty much, I think, the same way. I'm not 100% sure, but I think I do. So I'm just going to marinate this and rub it around. And what I do is I make a sauce using the cilantro afterwards. I add ketchup to this. I put this in a saucepan. I'll put this in a saucepan. And I'll even use some of the sauce that's left over in this because we're going to be cooking it down. So a saucepan with ketchup, and I just cook that down. I would add like a hot pepper because I love it spicy. Oh my gosh. I love everything spicy. And really want to get that seasoning all over our fish, okay? And so, yeah. And then I'll make the sauce. So we'll serve the sauce on the side. I'm telling you, my little ones, I love the sauce. Love the sauce. Love the fish. I may make some french fries with it. I'm not 100% sure what I'm serving on the side of this yet. We'll see. Maybe I can roast some potatoes. I still have some sweet potatoes. Another thing is for tomorrow we're doing the chicken and the ham and stuff like that. And next week for Christmas, when we're celebrating Christmas, with my husband and us at home here, we're going to be doing curry. So we're going to be doing a curry duck and roti and chana and aloo. And oh, I was supposed to get some mangoes, guys. I was supposed to get some mangoes for the mango thing that I want to make. I completely forget, so maybe that's not happening, but I wanted to marinate for a little while, but that doesn't mean that I can't have everything else going. You know, I can get my stations going. My egg for my egg wash, and my I may need another egg because that's like 7 pieces of fish, and they're pretty thick pieces of fish too. I'm gonna use another egg, and then I'm also gonna get my you know, the topping part for it. So anyways, for our fish, I'm going to use cornmeal. This is the organic cornmeal that I use. I get this from Amazon. I don't think I can find this anywhere else, unless I probably go, there isn't a Whole Foods around here, but if I go somewhere like maybe Fresh Market, Publix might have it, I'm sure. Then I'll add flour, salt, and pepper, and you can season this up with more things like chili powder, and season this with salt and pepper. This has already a good amount of seasoning, and then the sauce that we're going to be making is going to be really well seasoned. So I don't necessarily need to add too much seasoning to this, but you definitely can add like a little chili pepper, cayenne pepper, paprika, whatever you want. Okay, so I've done most of these already, and I've actually started frying these up. I'm going to place one of this in the pot right now so that it can get frying while I work on the rest. And all I do is I kind of shake off any excess. I leave some of the seasoning on because I want some. I guess I shook out like that much. And then I just kind of like dredge it a lot. Now the seasoning will come off in the oil, but some of it, I mean in the eggs, but some of it will still be on there pretty much, so it's good enough. Just really get it dredged in the egg and then in my cornmeal flour mixture. And then set it here on a plate and wait for it to be, you know, ready. I apparently, yeah, I did not need 4 eggs, clearly. But this one got a little bit too much time in the oil. Oh, actually, my oil is a little bit too hot. That's what the problem is. So this one also got a little bit too brown. I'm frying them up, placing them on a tray here. This is a really old tray. I don't even know how many years old this is. It's just got grease stains and everything. Now these are really, really thick pieces of fish, and fish doesn't take a very long time to cook, but I just like to get like a color on it, and then I pop it in the oven for a little bit to finish cooking. I was a little bit busy with this one, so unfortunately, but just like a little bit of color, you know, and then it does do obviously get some cooking, but I'm gonna finish these up and then move on to the next steps. All right, so at this point here, I'm going to start seasoning and marinating my air fryer chicken. And I'm just going, I will leave the link below for my air fryer chicken because it is honestly the only way. Well, I do have a few ways, but this is like the best way to make air fryer chicken. And it's the best air fryer chicken. No, I'm not even kidding you. I'm just putting it, but in my recipe, when I shared it, I used to grate all my ingredients. Instead, what I'm doing right now is I'm placing it all in a blender and with some lemon juice and stuff like that and a little bit of water to help it blend down. And I'll blend that down and use that to season my chicken. I will leave the lemon peel part. I have some chopped up celery. I got some sprigs of rosemary. I can't remember if I put the rosemary in the chicken. But there's my whole chicken. I made my blended mixture and I'm going to start seasoning it up. I added in with my melted butter, added my poultry seasoning, used a bowl that is too small, clearly. Mix that up, and we're gonna go ahead and go under the skin and marinate this chicken really well. I took the giblets out of the chicken because this chicken came with giblets, which is one of my favorite parts. Okay, I love the neck, I love the gizzard. I might be the only one, but I actually really enjoy it. I don't like the liver. I there forgot to put salt, so my daughter poured a handful of salt in my hand and I mixed it. But this is going to marinate a whole chicken. So you really want to make sure that it's really well seasoned and you get in every nook and every cranny that you possibly can with that sauce. Got some gloves on for easy cleanup, and make sure that you coat that skin really well as well with that buttery mixture. I'm going to cover this up tightly. When I'm done here with some foil, I'm actually going to double foil it and I'm going to place it in the fridge for the next morning. The morning of, what I'll do is I'll take it out about 30 to 45 minutes before I place it in the air fryer so that it comes down to room temperature. Just to double foil it to make sure there's no, you know, nothing touching anything else in my refrigerator. Okay, so we are at Target now. We're at Target pickup. To pick up some items, and then we just had we went to Kohl's already to do our return, and then we went to Walmart. We did a return as well in Walmart, and now we did a pickup in Walmart. Our grocery. I will need my phone when they come for so when we get home, I will try and maybe do a grocery haul. I'm not 100% sure because again, my kitchen is a mess, so we'll see. But just wanted to hop on to say that I will need my phone to show them my code for the pickup for Target. And they want to run in and go see the dollar spot at Target, so I might take them in and just see the dollar spot. Alright, so we are here at Target. We're gonna run into the dollar spot really quickly. They're excited for the dollar spot. Hey, I'm excited to fit the dollar spot. The dollar spot has some really nice things, even though I usually like to come to the dollar spot without them because I like to get little things for school, surprises, for birthdays and stuff like that.
Okay, that makes sense.
But we're gonna run and I'll show you guys what they have new at the dollar spot. They might have some Christmas things, probably for like $3 and $5 and stuff, but we'll see. Wow, it is almost empty. The dollar spot's like almost empty, which is crazy, right? Because normally there's so much stuff. Usually it's packed with stuff.
Oh my God.
Yeah, this is really cute. Like little wooden
We can do
decor.
this for Dad's village.
They have these little cake stands, but both of them that I see are like damaged.
Stamps. Do not open until
Oh, this is absolutely adorable. Look at this.
What are
How
those?
cute.
Oh my word, they're
Little cutting board.
adorable. Look at the mini whip.
All right, let's.
Ooh, Mommy, look at these.
What's that?
Slinkies.
Slinkies.
A dinosaur. Green ones.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that'll go so perfect with my book.
Let's see. They have Paw Patrol. Is that Paw Patrol? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Oh, and I do like this. I think I'll get a couple of this for them for,
Look, sis, a light up
even
bulb.
though bubbles, fizzles, crackles. You know, I should have gotten a cart. Should have gotten a cart, but I
Do they
didn't.
still have that My Little Pony one they used to have? Look, they're Halloween.
It's like your caterpillar that you have.
Look, Mom, a bunch of things
Yeah.
for Dad's village.
Little Christmas stuff. Rainbow squish ball.
Look, they've got different
And-
colors.
I am going to get one of these for sure. Don't look. Don't look.
Mommy, can we get one
They're
of
not
these? These
supposed
are
to look, okay?
huge.
I love a little cutting board set. It's so cute.
Look, little wootsies. That like.
Oh, those are whizzies. How cute. Little Christmas trees. I don't know. These are $3. These are $1. These would probably be better to buy after Christmas if you need to get that after Christmas.
I want one of these. Sis, come over here and face your hoodie to me. Give me your hoodie.
I've gotten them these before for like birthdays and stuff.
You're not putting that in.
It's cute little like stocking stuffers and stuff like that. Yeah, it's adorable, yeah. There's also calendars and stuff, which is amazing because I know I'll be needing something like this soon. But I'm probably not gonna get it. Okay, let's go in the back and check for the their, what am I thinking about? Baskets for,
Look, they have the Energizer batteries.
where's like the home section?
Look, Christmas thing to do it.
Cute little baby stuff. Oh my goodness, look at the little jacket over there. How adorable. Oh, God, yeah.
What?
30% off. You need some winter boots again, you know.
Me?
Let's check Graceland. She does because look how adorable. Oh my gosh. Well, look how cute these are.
Mom,
And the little pink ones. Okay, those are Cat and Jack. But it's $27.99, and then you get 30% off that. Adorable, adorable, absolutely cutesies. Yeah.
Are you looking for one for this one?
I'm looking for one for his things by the front door. Because we have such a mess by the front door in a little box right now. And we need something nice.
The gnome.
That is too much for me. That is $12. I'd rather check Walmart or something. Because
I like this. It's so cute. I'm gonna know and see if it is.
this is really cute. Look at this, guys. Isn't this adorable? Oh, wow, I love this. That is, I'm showing you nothing. I love this. This is really cute.
I do know. Thanks for Dad's village. Look at that cracker. Oh, that's the peppermint berry.
All right, so here's some fruit that I had marinated before. This is, I have like currants and raisins, cranberries, prunes, mixed candied fruit, and I soaked that all in wine for a while, and I blended that up. And here I'm making fruit cake. So I blend all those fruits up that was soaking in the wine. So this cake gets a beautiful, it's a really tangy flavor from all of the fruits. And then you got that little bitterness from the wine. So it's tangy, bitter, and sweet from the actual sugar that's in the batter of the cake. And it is like, it's black cake, fruit cake. There's different names for it in the Caribbean. Now, in my version that I'm making here today, I do have a version of fruit sponge cake where I make pretty much exactly the same, but I don't use alcohol. I use the mixed essence and I use orange juice, and it comes out just as delicious. It's more spongy because it's less fruit and less liquid. But I am making this with alcohol this time around. I mean, it's going to bake off in the cake. I'm going to top it with a little bit of wine at the top. Just kind of like dab some wine on the top of the cake when it's finished baking. Best to do that when it's warm too, because it kind of soaks into the cake. So this texture comes out really, really dense. It's not really spongy at all, but it is so good, guys. Oh my gosh, it's so good. I am not using any browning in my cake, which is typically what they would use to get a very dark brown color. Alright, so we are here working on our mangoes now. So I have 4 mangoes, and I actually placed this in the fridge and so that they won't ripe too fast, because I think I had gotten them like 2 days before I started prepping them here, and I really did not want them to get too ripe. I personally prefer my mangoes to be a little bit on the ripe side, not totally green. That way I don't have to add too much sugar to when we cook this down. Because it's going to be like a sweet and tangy, and well, I'm not really going to add too much pepper to it because the little ones can enjoy it too. But it's going to be sweet and tangy and tart and spicy if you want it to be spicy. But it goes absolutely delicious. So I have cut this up and cut the seed up as best as I can. Remove the inside seed part, but leave the outer shell part for the seed. And I'm going to Ziploc this up and freeze it. So that way I can have it prepped and ready to when I have to curry it. So I had some of these yellow split peas or dal that was soaking since yesterday. So it soaked overnight and it soaked for a little bit yesterday. I just boiled this for maybe 15-20 minutes, probably about 20 minutes. And I'm going to let it sit here for just about 5 more minutes. I'm going to drain it, let it cool, and then we're going to blend it up. I'm going to blend it with my fresh bandana, with my culantro, fresh garlic, some jeera powder, which is like roasted cumin powder, a little bit of salt and pepper. And I'm going to wait for it to, we're going to grind it up in my food processor, and then I'm going to store it in the freezer. So this will be ready to go. I've already tested one to see, and it is nice and tender. But I do want to leave it, if you can hear, for about 5 more minutes with the heat off. And that way, if there are any bits, like all of the dal is covered. So once it's covered, I know that they all got a nice even cooking. It's just about 5 more minutes. I'm going to leave it here. Again, this was soaking since yesterday. So it soaked overnight and just for a few hours, because I did put it late yesterday evening to soak. So yes, I'm going to wait, then we're going to grind it up. Alright, so I have my dal here, my split peas. I'm placing them in my food processor. I'm trying not to get any water in there. Should have strained it a little bit better, but trying just the best I can at this point. I have about 5 cloves of garlic. I'm going to get some bandana from the garden. The one thing when doing this is you don't want it to be too tender because it becomes a mush. And you definitely don't want too much liquid in there. So this is a good consistency because I can squeeze it and it will it squishes together. But there is definitely some liquid in there. So I may just blend this up as is. And then I can take it over on a skillet and just kind of fry it down to release any extra liquid and stuff like that. So you could do it at this point, or you can do it after you've grind it up. I have my garlic. This is about 5 cloves of garlic here, because this is quite a bit of dal, quite a bit of split peas. I think that should be enough garlic. I don't want it to be too garlicky. I'll go get my culantro and then sprinkle some jeera. Let's get some salt in there as well, a little pinch of salt, because the roti pot, the dough part, will have a little bit of black pepper. Will have salt in it as well. Definitely need the jeera powder for this. I buy my jeera from, this is what it looks like, the ground roasted jeera. I get this from Amazon. It's cheaper than buying a plane ticket. And I'm not even measuring right now. I never really usually measure, but I just want to make sure there's a good amount. I may add a little bit of turmeric. I'm going to add a beautiful color. And, I actually buy a huge bag of organic turmeric from Amazon as well. This is just a little leftover that I have. Dal or yellow chickpeas and turmeric goes really well, because if we were to make just dal and rice and bhaji or something, which is like taro leaves, usually you'll put turmeric and jeera in there. I am actually going to give this a mix with the same spoon that I had earlier, so that it's easier for me to blend it together. And I want to kind of make sure that's enough spices. Yeah, it's coating everything well, so that's enough. After I'm done grinding this up, I still have to get my banana, my culantro from outside. After I'm done with this, I'm actually going to just, once it is pretty cool already, I'm going to freeze it, bag it up, Ziploc it up, and freeze it. And that way, on that morning or the night before, I'll take it out to defrost, and it will be ready to go and fill our rotis up. So I'm probably going to end up doing a voiceover for this anyways, because there's a whole lot of noise going on here. But I have my food processor here. Can you see what's going on here? Okay, there you go. I'm going to pop this on now. And I picked several leaves of the culantro from our garden. I kind of break that up in there because it's going to help blend it up. And I'm just going to grind this, and I'm going to keep opening it up and like fluffing it every so often so that it gets a nice... I'm going to make so much roti that day. I still like to have this on hand frozen already, so anytime I do want to make a quick dhalpuri, I have this already in the freezer. So I'm keep going around it and making sure all of this is constantly getting fluffed. I really hope this tastes just as good. I know fresh is always best, but I really hope this tastes just as good as it smells on Christmas Day when we make this. A few more times. Just keep giving it a fluff and a zhuzh. That fresh garlic, that fresh bandanya, that jeera, the turmeric, everything in there is just so good. This could be, I mean, and you can see that it's really fine. That might be the best that I can get it done. Do it one more time. Just because. Then I'm going to bag it up. Then I'm going to start getting dressed because I have to. So at this point, my dal is already completely cooled. It cooled on the plate for a long time, and then I was able to grind it. And so it was already cooled. So after grinding it and fluffing it, I probably did this, I don't know, maybe 6-7 times until it became very fine as it possibly could have. And as long as I had patience to do this. I'm sure I could have fluffed it a few more times, but I was like, no, this is good enough for me. I am just placing them in a bag here, a kind of like Ziploc bag, and I'm going to flatten it out a little bit and store this in my freezer. The same exact thing that I did with the mangoes. I flatten it out and I place that in my freezer. So on the morning of, I just have to take that out to defrost, and it will be good. Now, this smelled so good. Oh my gosh. And as I was saying, I really hope that when I do take this out, I know fresh is always better, but I hope that when I take it out, it will be just as delicious frozen. That's just my hope right now. So I'm going to kind of flatten this out, lay it in one layer, place it in the freezer. And I'm not going to use all of this on that morning that I'm making the roti. I'm actually double bagging it to try and preserve as much of that fresh flavor as possible. But yeah, I will definitely leave this in the freezer and can use it in future times anytime I want to have a Dhalpuri roti. So I just took my 2 frozen ducks out, well, my 2 ducks out of the freezer. These are the only types of ducks that I can find, okay, anywhere around me. I really want to see if I can find like a local farm where I can get like duck that they do themselves. But this actually works really well. I've made the curry duck with this before. It is a little bit more tender than probably like a duck you would typically use. There is orange sauce in this, but I feel like the orange sauce is in a packet, right? There you go. It's in a packet, so I'm not going to use that. This one was $21. That one was $19.71. So this is about $40 here in duck, which is crazy. But it's too, you know, this is the size of my hand. So it's not super large, but I mean, it is a duck, right? So we're going to cut this up. We're going to season this tomorrow. I'm going to leave this out right now. This is rock hard solid. We want this to be fully thawed. And so it's going to be that way by tomorrow. I will cut this up and I will marinate it in my, you know, mixture of seasonings, which is like the cilantro and garlic and onion and salt, pepper, ketchup and stuff like that. And then we'll curry this up the next day. The following day, when I marinate, I'm going to place it in the fridge so it marinates overnight. And that will be the duck. I'll also be doing the roti, which I showed you guys the dal that I already prepared. The mango, which I already cut up. I'm still waiting for the amchar masala to come into the mail so that I can make that up tomorrow. The amchar masala should be here tomorrow. So I'll be able to make that up and place that in the fridge. So it'll be ready for the next day. Now, mind you, we are doing this before Christmas, having this dinner before the 25th of December. So, that's why I'm able to share this right now. So we've got the duck thawing. We'll cut that up tomorrow. We'll make the amchar masala. No, we'll make the amchar masala. We'll make the mango tomorrow. The mango curry mango. What else are we going to do tomorrow? I don't know. But there's going to be a lot going on tomorrow. I don't think I'll be able to get any of that because I'm going to be putting this up as soon as I possibly can. And I will see if I could get anything. But anyways, that's about it for what I have for prepped right now. I will see you guys next time. If I don't post anything before then, I hope you guys have a wonderful Christmas and a happy and blessed holiday season and Christmas. Yes, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.